Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for January 7th to 21st. We're going to look at the atmospheric river event that's going on in the west. This is, you can see we have our trough here. Let me go, oh, that's too big. I don't know if you can see this is a trough here pointing. Here's our wind vectors of the 800 millibar flight. And here's our atmospheric river coming in. And it's mostly aimed to the west coast, California particularly. Okay, here's the mean sea levels and wind vectors. And now we're going to look at the 24-hour rainfall totals that have fallen so far. You can see here parts of the Sierra Mountains have, let me see, oh, this is millimeters. Like 400 millimeters, 425 millimeters, mostly across this region here. And this is likely to continue. We have a series of Pacific storms that will likely travel into the west into next week. Okay, so the WPC or MSEP ERO has a slight chance of excessive rainfall centered over Northern California. And there is a threat that for additional rounds of heavy rain that may expand southward and persist into early next week. An intensely wet pattern with multiple atmospheric rivers working inland ahead of a series of Pacific storms systems. And we're going to take a look at the local rainfall amounts. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, we're going to go to tomorrow. You can see the rainfall amounts here, centered across Northern California here. And we can see we have amounts reaching 4 to 5 inches. And then we'll go forward. This is a GFS. Then it kind of cycles off. And then we get the next system moving in. And you can see we have 2 to 3 inches of precipitation moving in. Then you have the next one, another 4 to 5 inches moving in. And then now we'll take a look at the, this is the European. They continue to get one after the other after the other. You can see across here, mostly centered across this area here. And then we look at the European members. So models in good agreement on this. So therefore, above normal precipitation is forecast for the West Coast states, and below normal precipitation is forecast for the eastern northern Rockies into the Mississippi Valley. All right. Also, upper low trough will reach parts of the Midwest on Saturday, help develop a frontal wave that may track eastward across the Mid-Atlantic and Mid-Mississippi Valley this weekend. And there's potential for some light wintry precipitation across this area, okay? All right, we're going to look now at the period for January 7th to the 11th. And we still have our trough out here of the Eastern Pacific. Above normal heights cover much of North America, Canada, eastern states, zone of flow. So that's what we're forecast for that flow. And now for the period for January 12th to 16th, still don't see much of a change. Although the GFS develops a trough here across this region. So I don't. That's the outlier because like for now I'm calling for. Let me see if I can get this to come up. I'm calling for above normal temperatures for much of the country, and I'm calling for anomalies to be 4 to 8 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and along the East Coast. And the probability of occurrence is 35%. It might be higher now. And we have below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to look forward for January 17th and 21st. And still not much change. GFS still maintains below normal heights across much of the country. But if you look at the other models, still keeping above normal heights here, with a trough here over the East Pacific, expanding possibly into the west. So I'm calling for little change in temperature anomalies from the previous period, and for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is up to 45%. Below normal precipitation forecast here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for January 7th and 21st. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.